Welcome back to the final stage of Ironsword, Icefire Mountain. As if the game didn't give you enough reasons to hate it already, it starts off by giving you one more immediately, and that's a very long vertical platforming section. As if we had nothing better to do with our time than to hop up a whole long shaft on small platforms. Well, at the very least it throws in a couple secret rooms to make it interesting, but that's really much it. There are no enemies in this section to speak of, save a couple of boulders that fall from the sky, but big or small, they'll do the same minute amount of damage. There's no real danger involved with that. The Tongue spell is a very fun little spell. All it tells you in the instruction book is that if you use it in an inn, something wonderful will happen. I'll be showing it off in just a few minutes, because it really is pretty funny to watch in action. Ironsword is really nice here in giving you a bit of treasure and a couple of secret rooms just to keep things interesting, and break up the monotony of that long upward climb that's going to take an hour and a half. And we finally reached the main section of the stage. First what we're going to do is hop over into the shop here because there's some stuff we want to pick up. The diamond jewel is mostly just to complete our collection of diamond equipment. There's actually a key that you can pick up in this section of the stage. It's the only key that you're going to need for the entire level, but since we have the money, why not buy two from the equipment shop while we still have the chance? Using Veil of Slumber in this section is incredibly helpful because those little fireballs that fly around and home in on you are affected by the spells. While it doesn't slow down their spawning, it does slow down their movement, so it gives you a lot more breathing room. These boots let you run faster and jump higher. You need to have them in order to get up the mountain, otherwise you can't make it. So now we head back over to the inn, and we're going to use the Tongue spell. And voila! The innkeeper starts throwing out meat everywhere. It's better than the weekend brunch buffet at the Bellagio. So now that we're back to full health, now's the time for us to start climbing all the way to the top of the mountain where the door to the next area is. In this next section here, you may be tempted just to try to make a straight run to the top, but with the slidey ledges it's impossible to do so. What you need to do is jump off to the left here and bounce off this ledge to get down to the area where you can actually continue to traverse up the mountain. If you try to go just straight up from that original starting point, you're going to hit slidey ledges the entire way, and it's going to knock you right back down to the bottom of the mountain. Of course, what would this game be without one more indoor cave section filled with insta-kill bats? And as always, the best way to deal with them is just to run into them with your sword. The secret room right here is just to say, hey, look at us, we threw a secret room into this cave. And that chest over there, it's nothing real important. Yeah, just a completely useless chest filled with a little bit of treasure that we don't need. Its sole purpose is to make you run all the way back to the end of the level and buy a key to come all the way back up here and lose a couple of lives in the process, so thank you very much, Rare. And now we're in the last section of Icefire Mountain. Veil of Slumber is important to use here in the beginning section, as this area is chock full of abominable snowmen that shoot out homing bullets that will chase you around for a very long time and can be very hard to dodge. And it's not like they shoot out a very small amount, they shoot them out almost non-stop, so it can be very tough to get to the top of the mountain with anything close to full life. And once you've passed the edge of the snow cap, it's time to fight the four elementals, only they're nowhere near as easy as they were before. These guys will fly in a circular pattern around you, spitting bullets at you the entire time. Their movement patterns will change based on the way that you move around or jump, so you have to be very careful about how you move around in this part. If you run or jump at the wrong time, the elemental will charge right into you and pretty much stun lock you into a pattern of never-ending bounces that'll drain your life very quickly. The Solar Fleece Spell will protect you from the bullets, but it won't protect you from actual contact with the elementals, so it's a pretty big help here. Again, just have to be careful about how you move around on the platforms. The conventional wisdom's going to tell you to stand on a platform and just let them circle you and try to pick them off as quickly as you can. But depending on how good or crazy you are, you can always go straight to the top of the mountain and kamikaze them. That's because all 4 elementals will always be present at the top of the mountain starting the beginning of the fight. And even though only one will attack at a time, all 3 of them are persistent and vulnerable. So while they can still ram you with the Stunlock Oblivion, you do have the ability to pick them all off out of any order that you want. The Earth Elemental has the easiest pattern out of all of them because it's a straight circular pattern. The Fire Elemental throws in a couple of shucks and jives during the whole process, but the Water and Air Elementals are complete and utter pains because they move in an elliptical pattern instead of a circular pattern. But it's not only that, the Water and Air Elementals are faster and their patterns are a little bit more erratic than even the Fire Elemental, so it's a lot easier for them to just ram you into oblivion if they want to. It's a good thing I have all these extra lives left in tow, otherwise this part would be next to impossible to do. Well, there you have it, folks. There's the ending for Ironsword, Wizards and Warriors 2. Hope you've had as much fun watching this video as I've had making it. I'm the Almighty Bob, and I'll catch you next time. Have a great day.
Never forget who is the boss of you. Me! I am the boss of you! I am the boss of you! I am the boss of you!